To be prepared. Have some conversations with the teacher that you're going to visit and find out what their goals are. Find out how long that you will have in the classroom and find out what kind of learning experiences the students have had already. You might also invite the teachers to ask students to prepare questions for you. We have a lesson called Asking Quality Questions that's available at Lessons in Local Government that encourages students to learn a little bit about city services and city issues and to write high quality questions. Tell us about yourself. What brings you to city government? Why is it so important for you to, in many cases, volunteer your time to serve on city council? Why does it matter? Students find that interesting, and I think it clues them in as to your passion for this, your interest in city government, and then they oftentimes will adopt it themselves. Spend just a little bit of time running through 5 or 6 services provided by the city government that students may have used that day. Perhaps it's the water, or throwing away a piece of trash, or city streets, or riding their bike on a bike path. There's all kinds of forms of services provided by city government. And talk about the people that provide those services. Talk about the woman police officer. Talk about the guy who helped to build the streets or helps to clean them. Talk about the people that work in your city council building and what they are like, and use their names, because all of a sudden kids will begin to realize that city council and city government is the person down the street, that it's real people doing real things. Pick an issue. If you're in an elementary classroom, maybe it's which sort of playground equipment you want to put in, and have the kids role play in special interest groups. If you're in a 4th grade classroom, some of them can be 4th graders. Some of the students could pretend to be 1st graders. Some could pretend to be 6th graders. Some could pretend to be adults, and ask them, what kind of playground equipment would you like to see? And so they begin to see how difficult it might be to be a city council member, to try and balance out all these kinds of special interests and how to make tough decisions. You can do the same thing with middle schoolers, perhaps with a bike path or recreational opportunities. And with high schoolers, the kind of issues are endless. But the idea is let them be city council decision makers and kind of play with that for a while, and you can serve as a resource and help them wade through these kinds of issues. And always, always let them know that the limits are in financial terms, that you don't have a bottomless pit of money, and that you have to make hard decisions about how to spend these kinds of things. Maybe you can only afford to put in one type of playground equipment. Should it be something for 1st graders? Should it be something for 4th graders? Something for 8th graders? And how would they decide, so that they begin to get the sense of how city council members try to serve a whole community. But again, any kind of involvement matters. And what it says to kids is, kids, you matter and city government matters. And that's a key issue. And this sort of stuff lasts and it sticks with kids. And it's not the kind of thing you can actually measure on a test, but it's the kind of thing that gets measured by their engagement with city issues and city government. So thank you for doing this, and if we can provide you any other supports, please let us know.